Hello and welcome. So, as I'm filming this, it is the very beginning of August, still in the horrible, terrible dog days of summer. But I've been kind of trying to alleviate my sheer loathing of this time of year by indulging in all the Summerween displays that I've been seeing. It seems like retail has really hopped on to us Halloween lovers' tendency to buy it as soon as we start seeing it. It's feeling a little bit like how Christmas gets earlier and earlier. Now, I'm not really complaining about it because I get to get more stuff for my house, but it is really hard to balance the desire to wait for some sales because like nothing is on sale yet versus wanting to get stuff while it's still in stock, because a lot of people know that if you don't get it when you see it, it may not be there when you go back for it. So I've just kind of grabbed a few things that I absolutely want to have. And then I'll probably do a second little actual Halloween haul later on. I bought a lot of stuff last year, so I'm not sure how much more I'm going to hoard. Maybe we will do some refurbishing of things I already have, but we'll see. But I did get a few things. My birthday's in summer, so I had that as an excuse to do some spooky shopping. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and see the little bit that I've picked up and just try and forget how hot it is and think about the fact that we are nearing our most absolute favorite time of year. Alright, so first up, let me look at just more the few more practical, not quite as exciting things that I got. I have so many Halloween hand towels. I got rid of all my regular ones aside from a couple for Christmas, and I just use Halloween hand towels year round. But because there's Summerween collections and I'm currently vacillating back towards not just wanting to wear only black and dark colors, I am going back to my bright rainbow, but wanting to keep it spooky feeling. So I had to pick up some of these. They're super cute. We got this one. These are from Kohl's. I got two sets, and there's some more, but those were more regular Halloween. So I stuck with the really more summer vibing ones. So this one's cute little haunted house, very cartoony, bright color. Not my usual go-to. I don't usually like the so cutesy type stuff, but I don't know, I was feeling it this year, so I grabbed it. And then it's got a matching towel for the dishes with little pumpkin-y dudes on it. So those were cute, but my favorite of the two pair is actually this skeleton flamingo set, which is really cute and a lot of fun. So yeah, this one in particular is definitely more Summerween, and I'll probably mostly use it in the summer. But yeah, I wanted to brighten things up and change it up a little bit for the summer. Like I said, I live in the South and it's really hot, and I am not built for it. It feels like it gets worse every year, and I just want to have the vibes to try and forget once I get into my apartment what it feels like out there. Anyways, moving on. This is not as Summerween, but it's something that I really needed. I have been using the same dish drying mat for a very long time, and it's getting a little ragged, and I saw this one. It's very subtle. It's a 3-pack. 2 are the same, but the 2 that are the same are the ones I really like. And it's just little ghosties. They're super cute. So yeah, this is something that I was actually really needing, and I happened to see Halloween themed ones. I was like, perfect. I don't even have to justify that. It is literally something that I've been meaning to pick up. So that one made me really happy. It's very adult, it's very practical, but you know, I am at an age where sometimes that is just life. Sometimes I'm excited to get socks. I did not really think that that was a thing, but trust me, if you're not already there, you will eventually get there. Last practical item is, not that I need more water bottle type things, but look at how cute. Right up my alley. And I actually am looking for a new lunchbox, and instead of getting one from the leftover kids selection after school, going back to school is done, I'm actually gonna buy myself a spooky lunchbox. And this one matches the one that I'm looking at, and it's small enough that I think it'll actually fit in there with my containers and stuff. So yeah, this one, not really a needed item, but like, if it encourages you to hydrate, then it's probably not the worst idea, right? Right? I really need to be better about hydrating. I was really good for a long time, and I don't know, I just kind of fell off the wagon. Too much caffeine. It's getting harder and harder to maintain daylight hours these days. Anyways, that is all that I really got. That's super practical, or at least like more boring practical, I guess. Yeah. I still have some other practical items, but they're a little more fun. But first, let me do some decor stuff. Maybe this is more craft than decor, but I didn't really have another category to put it. I just got some of the really inexpensive little flower bundles. I will probably do some sort of craft with these later on, but I just like that they were little, just teeny tiny roses, and I think they will be useful for something. I have some ideas spinning in my head on what to do with them, but haven't really settled on a project yet. The next thing is a wreath holder that's a little skeleton hand. And this is again from Kohl's. I walked by it and I was like, gosh darn it, I need to stay away from the Halloween stuff. I do not need to be doing hardcore shopping right now. But once again, this is something I've been thinking of. Not for wreaths. Really the only time I have a wreath out is Christmas, which, I mean, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. But what I really want to do is use this to relocate my bedroom mirror. It's hanging from a wall right now, but where it's at, I can't comfortably stand far enough back from it without whacking into a little table. So I think I'm going to move it to the back of a door. And I think this will be perfect to get the right height. I'm going to adjust the wire on the back so that it actually hangs and lets the hand show. I'm actually going to do a little video about doing a cute dressing area. So yeah, that's what this is for. So kind of practical, but also purely unnecessary technically for that, but highly aesthetic. Alright, the next things I got, these are both from Michael's. Just some little like shelf sitter type items. This is gonna go above my bookshelves. It just says library. It's really like pretty and spooky sort of print. Probably something I could make myself, but I do a lot of crafting and I don't always want to do the work, and also sometimes making it yourself is more expensive. Unfortunately, arting is kind of a luxury hobby sometimes. But yeah, I liked it. I had a coupon. Also had a coupon when I picked this one up. This was one of the early pieces that was out for Summerween at Michael's, and I actually dragged my husband out of the car and was like, please come in and help me pick something out, or else I will be picking out very many things, and I know I don't need to. So he actually chose this one. It says, love me like my demons do. And I don't know, it's, like I said, it's not my usual vibe, the pink, but I'm, like I said, I'm kind of vacillating back towards bright colors. It's something I do every so often where it's like all blacks or a bunch of bright colors. And I'm trying to now kind of marry those two aesthetics somewhere in, not necessarily in the middle, but because I feel like in the middle is a different aesthetic completely, but just kind of trying to combine the two into one aesthetic the way this does. So yeah, that one may not quite fit in the bedroom, but that's where it's gonna end up going. All right, this one is also from Marshall's, kind of like the dish mats, if I didn't mention that before. My husband and I both saw this at the same time and were like, where is it gonna go? I have no idea, but it's a skull candelabra, and I think rather than putting actual taper candles into it, because they kind of make me nervous sometimes if they don't sit in there absolutely perfectly, I think I'm going to see about getting some like battery operated ones or like rechargeable ones to put in here, possibly on my dining room table. Like I said, I don't know, TBD. I've bought a lot of tchotchkes and knickknacks, so it is getting harder to find places for it. And yes, I know I can swap them out and store some of them and bring some of them out, but I don't know. I like having everything out, and I don't have a lot of storage either. So I'm trying to just be judicious. But yeah, we both just love this. So I don't know. I might throw some gilding paint on it just to give it a little something more. But as of this moment, he is good just the way he is. Okay, last thing on the decor list. This was actually thrifted. I have no idea where he might have originally come from, but look at this little feathered friend. He needs maybe just another like fresh coat of paint on at least the feathers. You can see he's a little well loved, and he will continue to be well loved in this household. But yes, this guy is probably going to be truly Halloween because he is on a pumpkin. I do try to reserve pumpkins specifically for Halloween. So yeah, he will get stored at the end of the season, but I am actually probably going to pull out my decorations within the next week or so. But yeah, he's cute, and he was $6. I don't think that's bad. Found him while we were looking for actually some just funky glassware. We got a bartending book with a bunch of themed drinks in it, and we were just having fun. We wanted some funky glasses, and we figured instead of trying to buy a case of all the same glasses, we'd go and just pick some random ones out. He was sitting there. He came home with us. Simple as that. Even my husband couldn't argue too much. He was right there, on an end cap by the aisle where the glasses were. So we're gonna call that fate. All right, last category is bath, personal care. Yeah, we'll go with personal care. Well, there's one item that's not, but we'll get to that in a second. This was a pretty early purchase as far as Halloween things go. Marshall's. It was in that stupid little impulsy area before you get to the registers. And it's hair clips, and now that my hair is getting longer, I want to try and learn to do some different styles besides just pulling it back in a ponytail. So I thought some little clippies would be cute. Little skulls, some little bats, and these actually glow in the dark, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna grow out of being excited about things that glow in the dark. So yeah, there are a few different ones. There was some scrunchies and stuff too, which I really considered. Am I wearing? No, I'm not wearing my Halloween scrunchie I got a couple of years ago. But I do have some scrap fabric that from different Halloween skirts and dresses and whatnot I've made. So I think I might actually bring that out and make some more scrunchies. In general, I prefer them to hair ties just because it pulls less. But yeah, instead of buying those, I was like, you should just make them from scraps you have lying around because you're a scrap hoarder and that'll be something to do with them. All right, and then this, I think this is what really kicked it all off. I was walking past Bath and Body Works and I saw in their window their big old Summerween display. This is actually a couple rounds of purchases. Ooh, the one was open. I hope it didn't leak. I think we're good. Couple rounds of purchases, different sales. I also had a bunch of different coupons because it was around the time of my birthday, so I had like birthday offers and rewards offers and blah blah blah. But yeah, it was time to get more soap products because you can't have too much, question mark. Now this first thing is not soap, obviously. I don't usually go for like their non like actual soap stuff because a lot of it's heckin' expensive. But I thought this little guy was pretty reasonable at 20 bucks, and a friend had given me birthday money. Instead of picking me out like a spooky thing, she was like, this, she like literally had like a little note wrapped around it like a scroll for spooky. This is the spooky that I picked. A little purse. It came with a strap. Haven't actually pulled it open yet, so yeah, it's a little crossbody bag. I believe this might glow in the dark. I'm not sure. Yeah, the little tag says glow in the dark, so might have to charge it and see what parts actually do. Let me pull out the stuffing. Let's see what's got. If it's got any compartments. Oh no, it's just a very simple bag, which fair, like I said, it's pretty inexpensive. But it's got a decent amount of space. So yeah, I just think it's a cute little size, and once again, feeling into that sort of girly, colorful Halloween vibe. The detailing is really cute, and they've got like some of the little like characters from their soaps and stuff this year. But yeah, I saw it and I was just like on a whim. I looked at the price expecting it to be stupid expensive, and I was like, I can be down with that. So grabbed it, and might have to plan some like cute girly end of Summerween looks to vibe with it. Yeah, so cute little purse. Very happy with that. And now on to the soaps. Now I got the Vampire Blood and the Ghoul Friend last year, and I still have plenty of that. I tend to change out my soaps about 4 to 5 times a year, probably more than that, and always have multiple in the shower with me, so nothing really gets used up the first year I get it, just because I like to rotate. So I didn't get those, well, except for a hand soap. I got the Ghoul Friend hand soap for the kitchen. And then I also got, this is one, the new, maybe they had it online. Because I know sometimes they have ones that are in the store and the ones that are online only. They may have had this one last year. And I think last year, some of that stuff was sold so fast. But this is the Candy Apple Cauldron. So yeah, I got some hand soaps. On the other practical side, I also got some hand sanitizers. I've got the Vampire Blood and Ghoul Friend of those. I also got, I got a third one. I don't remember which one it was. He is already in my little ghost holder that's attached to my purse because it was empty. But yeah, for the scent that I got, because there was a couple, and there was like a haunted vanilla or something, but I already have a few different vanilla scents. And actually, I think technically this one's kind of vanilla-y, but yeah, it was kind of similar to some stuff that I already have. So I went with their other new one, and that is Ice Cream Float. And it's got like a root beer float vibe. Fizzing cola, frightful vanilla float, spooky sugars. So it's kind of like a sweet, spicy. It definitely has that like sort of like root beery sort of scent. But yeah, I liked it. It's purple. I love purple. Sometimes I can get drawn into things just by the color. I got the soap, lotion, and the body spray. And then this one I didn't get the spray for because technically I already bought my husband the like men's body spray of it. But I liked this for me too. I got from the men's side, the Immortal. This one is Black Plum, Suede Saffron, Haunted Woods. And it's definitely more masculine smelling, but also kind of witch vibes. I really like it. I had actually kind of wanted to keep the spray for myself if he liked it. And I was like, okay, I will share the soap and lotion with you, but it's technically mine. So yeah, I've got like super girly scent and then super masculine scent. Yeah, that's everything for now. Is it a lot? Is it not a lot? I don't know. It feels kind of like a lot for only being barely into August, but like I said, it feels like if you don't start shopping early, it's picked over or replaced with Christmas by the time it's actually like Halloween, October. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm still getting back into practice with filming. It's been a while, like I said in my last video, but hey, practice makes perfect. We'll get back into the groove of it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!